My junior year, came back from injury, played a little bit, but I ended up re-injuring myself, and then that's when I had my third surgery going into my senior year at Cal. Had a bone graft, kneecap fracture, so didn't play my last year at Cal, only played 2 years there. When I first entered my name in the transfer portal, I, was committed to playing at another institution. I had went through a periodic of things that, just kind of transcended my life and my family's life and everything. And I felt like at that point, the best thing for me to do was to remove myself from basketball completely. I kind of gave up on basketball. I gave up on myself. And then when everything kind of calmed down and the storm kind of cleared up a little bit, I, rechecked in with myself, and I felt like my story with basketball wasn't over and that I still had more to give, and that's when I re-entered my name in the transfer portal. But I got on the call with Sdsu. We were on the phone. The first conversation, we were on the phone for like maybe an hour and a half, and Sdsu gave me the opportunity. She gave me a chance for me to tell my story the way it's supposed to be told, and for it to be heard from me. And she sat there and she listened, and she gave me some good advice, and she gave me some love and compassion and empathy for what I was going through and what I've been through. At that point, I just felt like the opportunity for me to come here and be who I wanted to be, do it the way that I wanted to do, and have the support and the love and the confidence from coaches who really, truly believed in me, I just had to take.
Jazzy coming on halfway through the year had to be challenging for her, but you really couldn't tell from her work ethic, her leadership, and what she brought to the table. I think she was a big piece of what changed for us as we made our run to the conference championship.
Lowers the shoulder and one with a little...
She's been through a lot, has had a lot of injuries, so she's done a great job getting herself healthy and is going to be a big impact player for us this season.
Here's Green on the wing. Bounce pass, Quezada.
What I remember most about the Mount West tournament is how electrifying the Mount West tournament was. And when I say that it was so electrifying, I really mean electrifying. Like the feeling, the environment, the passion, like we were all in the same boat together. We were all having the same vision and clarity. We were all there for one goal, and one goal is to get to the championship game. And every day it got better and better and better. There's just so many moments from that week where you can just really see how bad we wanted to win and how bad we wanted to be in the place that we wanted to. I would definitely describe that Mount West tournament run electrifying for sure. We have so much potential. We have so many great, talented players. We have young players coming in ready to learn, to grow. And we just have people that just are ready to win and compete and to do the right things and to be disciplined and to show up and be present and learn and grow and become better basketball players every single day with one another. And I think we're just all having the same vision and the same plan. So I'm excited. Honestly, my expectation for myself is just to give everything I can, to be my best every single day. And sometimes my best on Monday might not be my best on Friday, and showing up and being where I can be the best way I can, whether that's for myself or for my teammates. But, when you have that expectation of yourself, every day kind of feels like a drag or every day kind of feels like a heavy load. But for me, it's the load that I need, and it's what I've asked of my, Lord and Savior to give me. Very early on, I have been through experiences and I have been through fights of my life that challenged my mental and challenged, me to a point where I didn't know what the other option was but to fight. And I use that as a power tool to get me into, guide me through whatever I need, adversity or whatever it might be. Using those experiences and those times of weaknesses to really find my strength within is how I plan on using those experiences. As I progressed in my degree and I, was taking the classes, I realized how much I'm more relatable to sociology. I tell people all the time, what's most important to me is community. I'm a people's person all the way. Like, I love people. Did get my undergrad in sociology, and then I'm currently working on my master's in education with the concentration of counseling, which I'm so very, very grateful for because now that I know what my purpose is and know what my passions are, one of them being mental health and helping people with their mental health and helping, just helping myself with my mental health. it's definitely a blessing being able to have that education, that secondary education, getting my master's in counseling. The program that I'm currently working on creating is a mental health program, and it started honestly from my own story with mental health. I was introduced to mental health struggles and illness at a very young age. When I was adolescent, very, very young, maybe 7 or 8 years old. But it wasn't until high school where I really understood what was going on with, mental health and other people's mental health. Being in the counseling program, I'm definitely seeing it from a different perspective. But I'm also giving myself a chance to do things the way I want to do them and do it in a different way, and kind of being a pioneer in this field, of mental health.
1, 2, 3.